Hey YouTube Gundam here, welcome back to Satisfactory. So today, I'm going to show you some upgrades I've made. I'm going to start with the fancy stuff. Over here. Those game devs have put in some new toys for me to play with. So over here in this area of the main base, I got all this. So the particle accelerator you know, but what's all the rest of this stuff? Well, it's fun. It's on the train. Is it that car? Or no, it's up there. One of the train cars has a combo unit, which way far away, all the way over here, of my Desert East train here. And way up here, I actually have some coal being mined. This coal goes into a particle accelerator to turn into diamonds. That goes on the train, comes down, turns, comes down to here, then switches from the one train to the other train. And that switch of the two trains loads up something else from the oil. Because there's something else up there, the converter. One of these things. A converter is turning those diamonds into time crystals. Now, in order to get your time crystals out of your diamonds, you need a lot. There it is. This car here. So that car, I mean, the fact you need, it's not bringing very many. So, but your time crystals require a ton of diamonds and one of these converters. But over there is an alternate recipe using oil in order to make diamonds. I just have that loading onto the train in the same car. Little smart splitter right here to split it off. Then some is going into the warehouse. And some's coming down over here. So, first off, converter. First off, power. The converters have a weird power fluctuation thing that they do, as is obvious here. They are power hogs. And that's creating this special excited photonic matter from literal nothing, which I like. Well, electricity. Luckily, I still have a lot available. Time crystals are going into there, and diamonds are coming over right there. Diamonds going here to be split. Half going to the particle accelerator, half going to this converter to create more time crystals, because this quantum encoder really is really is a food hog for its diamonds and time crystals. Yeah, look at this. It's obvious my dark matter is a problem here. Bonk. That'll help. These things look cool when they're running. A nice glow that goes up for a while. So, these are crazy power hogs. There we go. Quantum encoder's power jumps, but up to 2,000. That's pretty good. However, by far the greatest power hog I've got is this particle accelerator. Diamonds and dark matter residue to make dark matter crystals. So, it only takes 2 seconds to go from 500 megawatts to 1500 megawatts. Here we go. So that's burning a massive amount of power. Which, by the way, I'm just going to go ahead and shut that off or finish the one. 90 ding. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do this. You go in here, because now they'll just stop. Because with that filling up, that's a problem. So I need this to run a little more often. So more diamonds for now. I can turn that converter back on later. So this will do up to 1500 megawatts in 2 seconds. So about 1000 megawatts per second. These average over 1,000 megawatts per second times 2, and the converters average about 250 megawatts per 10 seconds for that one. And this one, I don't know, it's full. It's pretty full. So, but yeah, so I'm actually using my desert or the tan train way over yonder to bring down time crystals, and that to bring the oil. Or bring more diamonds. So, I believe I need these for the teleporters, which you can build teleporters. I have no idea how expensive they'll be, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to need those. So, yeah. In other news, I mean, I have a converter and a particle accelerator way up there, way over. Converter and particle accelerator there. And, I mean, 2 converters, a particle accelerator, and 2 quantum encoders, which these are my only quantum encoders right now. And then up there, you can kind of see it. There are 3 converters making my other stuff over here. So, I only have about 6 converters right now. Let's see. Over here, I've actually decided I need a lot more concrete, so I have just a concrete unit putting a ton of concrete onto the train, obviously. So, that goes underneath. And then, where is it? Over there. Way over there is a unit of Caterium. That Caterium is bringing it up and over, up to there. I have a massive assembly line, which is using the converters with Caterium ingots and the reanimated SAM. That's it. The reanimated SAM in order to make these fix-it ingots in a converter. So it's power hungry. Fix-it ingots come down to make fix-it triangles, which is very nice. So I have a bit of storage of the fix-it triangles full. Oh, catch a train, catch a train, catch a train, catch a train. I'll take it. I'm on the train. Oh. Okay, I'm hovering above the train, not on the train. Ooh, dude. I'm on the train. That's what matters. I'm on the train. I gotta be more careful about that. Aim for the cars that, full. Whoa, bonk. I was near the end of the train after all that. So yes, a lot of Caterium and these things. The reanimated SAM is a issue. Don't need those anymore. Caterium ingots and reanimated SAM, which it's coming over a lot better because I drastically increased how much I was increasing. There's more constructors. The amount of that stuff coming down is fine. The problem is I don't have enough constructors. So, but it's not like I'm using this for anything. You barely use this stuff, but it's so expensive. I mean, the materials, Caterium and the reanimated is fine. It's these converters, because the converters require 10 fuse module frames, 25 heat sinks, 50 of the radio control units, and 100 of those things, which I don't even remember what those are. SAM fluctuators, which is, well, reanimated SAM, wire, and steel pipe. But heat sinks and fused modular frames. Are you serious? So, yes. Once I get teleporters, I'm going to build a handful of teleporters to the corner so I won't need the trains anymore. I'll still take the trains because I like them, and I can stop along the way, But if I just need to get somewhere to check on something, teleporter. I have no idea how power hungry they're going to be, but hey, buddy. I wonder if I can kill that thing. Well, not now. I like that you can see the light here, that light being of the quantum encoder. I'm going to try and kill that thing later. Oh, I completely forgot. If you can see there, I'm building one of the things where the previous comes over. Now, those are crazy expensive. We'll follow that in a minute. Those things are pretty expensive. There's this here, which is the first one, which... Yeah, magnetic field generators are pricey. I'm just filling it up for the sake of filling it up. I can also sink them later for a ton of points. I'll get to you. This one's expensive. Modular engines, turbo motors, cooling systems, fusion modular frames for these thermal propulsion rockets. But this one. Supercomputers and adaptive control units for this. Assembly director system. That I need. Here is where I'm building these, and automated wiring is a little pricey. Heavy modular frame computers and circuit boards. I mean, heavy modular frames from there coming from, that. This is primarily heavy modular frames even now. The heavy modular frames are being produced there. This thing has a handful of other construction, but the majority of that, don't forget there's also a lower. The majority of all that in this area and that is for the heavy modular frames. There's some regular modular frames coming over, some wire, a couple other things, but yeah, then that's just for some copper sheets. And this is mostly just heavy modular frames. That's a pretty big area. That's just Caterium. Now, as I was saying, if we follow this over, I can show you the other thing I wanted to show you. I don't want to go all the way to oil field to show that. I'm just going to grab a teleport eventually and just, yeah. There it is, the blender. So we're following the path that these are taking. I don't remember what the steel pipes are going to. So this is what I'm using the fix-it triangles for at this time. Water is super easy. It's literally there. The assembly director system is crazy expensive. And then just fix it trigons. It's trigons, not triangles, whatever. I mean, this stuff is expensive. And what's it used for? The space elevator. That's literally it. It's just a space elevator, which means it's going to be for an awesome sink later on, but... Now, I don't have any, but there is a brand new conveyor line. The brand new conveyor moves 1,200 units per minute. That has use in some areas where 780 per minute is not enough, but in 780 to 1,200, I haven't built any. I have not built any. Because they're crazy expensive. No. It requires... Fix-it trigons is cheap. But the other is the... oh so expensive time crystals. Because time crystals require... diamonds. Diamonds require, there are two recipes, coal or oil. And you need, at 30 per minute for diamonds requires 600 coal per minute. The 40 per minute oil requires like 400, I believe 400 oil per minute. So yeah, but that's not bad. But they require a particle accelerator. A particle accelerator. So 400 a minute oil gives me 40 a minute in diamonds, but the 600 per minute in coal only gives me 30 per minute in diamonds. There they are. Oops. So diamonds are pretty expensive, and then you need them in the converter. The diamonds in the converter to create your time crystals. You need time crystals and those fix-it trigons in order to use the new Mark 6 conveyor lines. Look at this. It looks pretty. Looks very pretty. It's very, very pretty. And I believe it's now fast. It'll be faster than basically anything. Just not the train, but the fact that it requires such expensive material until I have an absolute motherload of time crystals is not going to happen. Because my fix-it trigons, I got that storage container full. There's another storage container there, another storage container there, another storage container there. They're all full. And that conveyor line is filling up that next one back there, heading up to the other container and the converters that are making them. It's nearly full. Versus... where are you? This has been running longer than the Fix-It Trigons has been running. The Fix-It Trigons currently has 5 large containers full. Now, I am splitting these off. Half is going into here, the other half is going into there to make my dark matter things. True. And I'm using 40 per cycle to make the other thing for the space elevator of the Fix-It Trigons. And the Fix-It Trigons. Oh, what's the other one? Nope. There. I'm making this 2 per minute, so that's 160 per minute. Plus, there's my neural quantum processor and the quantum encoder making those with more Fix-It Trigon. And that's right here. I forgot about that. So I have 2 processes using 160 a minute, and this one is using 45 per minute with 15 per minute time crystals. So over 200 a minute of these Fix-It Trigons, and only 15 per minute of the time crystals are being consumed. Just let that sink in. Over 200 a minute of the Trigons and 15 a minute of those. And there are 4 large containers of Fix-It Trigons that are full. Soon to be a 5th. And this one, which has been in operation longer, is only this far. I didn't even split it off at first. It was just going straight into here. And now it's like this. That's how long it takes. And I need this to use the Mark 6 conveyor lines. I'm going to do it eventually just to say that I did it. But I need to find a line that needs a ton of stuff, you know. I got to go around the everything to look. Now I want to be able to see it. So I kind of want it kind of nearby wherever I spend a lot of time. I'm not messing with my nuclear power plants. They're fine. I want something that moves a lot that allow me to see. This could work. Yeah. Well, that just looks weird. I kind of don't like that it's fully enclosed, but... those are only Mark 4s, now they're Mark 5s. So, yeah. While I'm at it, the Mark 5s, awesome. Yeah, using it with a quick wire makes a bit of sense. I have no idea where that goes, but oh, it goes up there. Okay. Let's just take a look here when I upgrade a few things. So I had 400 and 400. Now I'm going to do this. Blam. Oh, anything right by a merger. Now that makes a lot of sense. So I can go around to some mergers and make that. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Okay, that's the other one, which is why it's stuttering. But when the one goes through, it's just going to burn. Like that. Sheesh. What is using these, I wonder? It's a splitter. Nope, wait, and you, and over at you. Oh, there we go. Oh, this is just for those. I'm not really using those, so. Okay, that's kind of a waste, but I don't want to do just partial. That looks pretty from the bottom. And just like that, I've used 400 time crystals. Oh, this is just the warehouse. Well, I don't want to just do that. So 400 time crystals. How long did it take me to get 400 time crystals? Let me up! I gotta fix that. How long does it take to do 400 time crystals? How many diamonds does it take? Where's that converter? 6 per minute times 400. Yeah. And that's assuming they're at 100%. Guess what? They're not. They're at like 5%. Oh, wait, no, that's a trigon. All right. And you. Boop. I don't want to have that partial. I'm just going to quickly do that up. So, it blows them through real quick. So that's all that goes to, really. Yeah, something like this could do, except for it's not packed, you know? Now, see, this has gaps, so I don't need it. If there's anyone that doesn't have gaps and it's not getting through enough to keep the machines at 100%, it would make sense. But there are gaps on this thing. So it does not make sense. I could argue about it being here, but there's gaps. There's gaps, and it's full. No, kind of. So I don't need it. And it's so expensive. So how long would it take for me to upgrade every last one of my conveyor lines to these Mark 6s? Exactly. So the fact that it takes 6 per minute, and I just burned through over 400 of them just to upgrade that small amount. Sword. Sword. I'm going to melt that. I'm going to melt some other stuff because I can. With the power to melt. I really don't care about fix-it trigons. They're too cheap. Go away. And you, and you. And you. Oh, now that could work, just for the heck of it. Dun. Fix-it trigons aren't worth it. What is that spike? Oh, it must be the fuel for the nuclear plants. That reminds me. They have a new type of fuel for nuclear plants, but it's apparently supposed to be problematic. So I don't want to use it. My nuclear plants are working just fine. I don't want to break them. I haven't shown you my power, have I? Oh, I think I did, but... yeah. That's expensive. Any rate, so I finally have some Mark 6 lines up, and I can see them. They look awesome. It's just so expensive. I mean, the aluminum, I have so much per minute. Look at that. The aluminum has so much per minute. But this, what are these producing? High-speed connectors? What do I need high-speed connectors for? Supercomputers. Right, supercomputers. I need the supercomputers because I need those thingies here in order to make the bit for the space elevator. It's getting there. I still have to do the other two, which requires more quantum encoders and stuff. So the good news is I have plenty of power. The bad news is I need a lot more. But man, is these things expensive. But I mean, that's really showing off. You want to show off how much you've come along. Upgrade your lines to Mark 6s. Yeah, that works. I gotta be careful right now because I mean that burned through 2.5 stacks. That was like 500 right there. 2.5 stacks to do that tiny thing. Do you see how many conveyors I've got in here? You want me to upgrade every last one of them? Every single one of these? Every last one of these throughout the everything? Every last conveyor line throughout the entire factory? Every wall of conveyors that I've got? All these gigantic walls? All these conveyors? Every last conveyor throughout the whole thing to be upgraded with Mark 6s? Here's this one. That looks pretty. But all of it? Are you serious? This is just this. You remember my nuclear plant from way up the north there? You know how many that took. You want me to do all that? All that? All those conveyor lines? In the Mark 6? We're talking hundreds of hours. So I'm going to have to build way more quantum encoders and way more converters and particle accelerators to get more time crystals. No, I just need the converters and particle accelerators. And that's a lot of electricity. That is a lot of electricity. A ton of coal and a ton of oil. Luckily, there's oil available and there's coal available, but that's a ton of electricity. And you saw what my power grid looks like. There are huge spikes. It's okay for now, it's way down here, but that's going to increase my maximum. Luckily, the last was turned off. But that means I'm going to need to build even more nuclear power plants. Luckily, way up there at the east, the desert has the availability, because that, way up there, does have another uranium node. So I can build one there, but now you want me to take everything I took to build that nuclear plant way up there and build it over there? Really? Or I can build the everything and stuff it on the blue train and take it over. I could do that and risk a nuclear meltdown. Ugh. It's really just a show-off thing. It's not really anything important. Though it does look awesome. It does look awesome. I'm done. Catch you there. Goodbye. Get lost.